Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Ooh, today is November 8th. Wow. Thinking about a friend of mine who I graduated from high school, who was my buddy, and he was actually my guy now. They were best of friends. Ooh, today is his birthday. Happy heavenly birthday. He died. Has it been 12 years ago? 13 years ago of lung cancer? Yep, today is his birthday, November 8th. And I gotta call another girlfriend and wish her a happy birthday. Her birthday was last weekend. Another classmate, I missed her birthday. It's a lot of November birthdays. A lot. Always a lot. My sister's birthday is next Sunday. I gotta ask her what is she planning to do for her birthday. Her birthday is always the weekend that we have the winter light fest here in Chicago. It's a big thing here in Chicago. Guess what? I ain't never been. I know. Don't be looking at me like that. Yeah, it's a lot of things that I've been here 53 years. It's a lot of things that I have never did living in Chicago. And that happens to be one of them. And the reason why I never go is because it's always freezing cold. And I'm not a parade type of person. That's number one. Although I would love to go to New Orleans. I would love to go. My friend, one of my best friends, she just moved to Louisiana. And trying to have a reason, but she's got a big house. She already told me she want me to come and stay with her. So I gotta get down there and see my friend. It's just, time and money and time. Christopher wants to go on a vacation. I promised him I would take him on a vacation. So I definitely am going to take him. I'm going to the DR in July of next year. So I got to take him somewhere for vacation. So yeah. So so my sister's birthday is next Sunday, and like I said, it's the Winter Light Fest downtown here in Chicago. I've never been. It's always freezing cold, and I'm not a parade person. I'm just not. Like I said, although I like to go to the Mardi Gras, I would like to do that because I've never been to New Orleans. So yeah. It's just a lot. Just a lot of stuff I want to do. Not enough money to do it. You know what I'm saying? And not enough time. So, yeah. But, other than that, I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you all today. Again, today is Wednesday. I got one more day of work, and I'm off Friday. Ooh. I am super excited about being off Friday. Super excited. I think I'm gonna go Friday. I gotta find out if I need an appointment, but I think I'm gonna go Friday and get my flu shot since I have a long weekend. Saturday I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna take my car to get serviced, to get an oil change. And Sunday I'm gonna film the next part of the Shein haul for you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. Hopefully I'll see my friend this weekend, but I don't know because he said they working him like a dog at work, and he texted yesterday and said that he is really, really tired. So I don't know. He said he is exhausted. So we supposed to go out, but I don't know, because when you tired, you don't want to do nothing. When you had a rough week at work, you don't want to do nothing. You just want to sit down and just relax. When you've been working, he works almost, I don't know how he do it. He worked 10 hours every day, 10 or 12 hours, something like that, he told me. He don't have an easy job. But, it's just amazing how we come to earth and we work. We have to work, damn near break our back for a paycheck, basically to pay somebody else. Because we got to pay our bills, It's something else. But, you gotta live, you gotta eat, I know man has been working since the world was created. But, so yeah, I don't know if I'll see him, because, had a rough week. I guess he had weeks like that. Like some weeks are not that bad, and some weeks are pretty bad. I don't know. But yeah, he having a time, honey. He having a time. Yep. I saw on Facebook this picture. If I can insert it in this clip of this video, I will. If I remember, I may not remember. But I follow a lot of what do you call people? Relationship. We call them gurus or relationship experts, or people who have different pages on Facebook. So I follow this one guy, and he always has people that inbox him different situations that's going on in their life. But the other day he put up a picture. I don't know where he got it from, but it was a couple who got married. You probably have seen it. It's floating around on Facebook. There was a couple that got married, and they did a wedding photo with the wedding party. So you know how the wedding, I used to be a wedding photographer, so you know how that wedding photo go. You got the groomsmen that stand on the side of the groom, and you got the bridesmaids that stand on the side of the bride, and then you have the flower girl, the ring bearers, they usually stand in front, or however way they do it, junior groomsmen, so forth and so on, etc. Anyway, this woman, one of the bridesmaids that was in the wedding, she stuck her middle finger up in the wedding photo. And the question was, what would you do if you had gotten that picture back and saw, because it was a huge wedding party. So you as the bride and the groom, you can't see what she doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you taking pictures. You facing a photographer. She was all the way to, like I said, the bride is all the way to the right. But why would you do that though? Why would you stick your middle finger up? Oh, is it getting off? Oh, why would you stick your middle finger up on somebody's wedding photo and think that that's appropriate? I just thought that was so ignorant. Now, if all the wedding party, if everybody did that, which I find that to be ignorant, I wouldn't want a professional wedding photo that I'm going to sit on my mantle with everybody with sticking their middle finger up. That's just uncouth, in my opinion. But if that's what the bride and groom wanted you to do, and y'all was being silly or being funny or whatever with it, okay, I can understand that. But if you were not told to do that, why would you stick your middle finger up? So what are you saying? F the bride and the groom? You know, I don't understand. People take marriage or weddings very, very lightly. It is okay to have fun at the reception. It is okay to joke. It is okay to, you know, be silly, all of that. I'm for all of that. But there's a time and a place for everything. And as a person who was a wedding photographer for about 9 or 10 years, I saw it all. I mean, I saw it all. I could write a book about weddings. I did a lot of weddings of young people. I did a lot of weddings, some weddings of much older people, and I did weddings of mainly young people and older couples. The older couples, they you know, they were pretty cool. Some of them kind of didn't want to do certain things you wanted them to do. They were a little, you know, reserved, a little strict about what they wanted, what they did and didn't want to do or whatever. But I have seen it all, and I have always been amazed at how people take weddings as a joke, that they don't really understand the sovereignty about getting married, about that particular day, the day that you stand before man and God, particularly God, and recite your vows, you know. So it's really interesting how it's really interesting how people don't really take that day as serious as they should. So it's always been puzzling to me how people think it's funny, or they think they can, oh Lord, what in the hell? What's going on right here? Is he getting off or he's coming over? Oh shit. Big old police paddy wagon riding down the shoulder. Must be a shooting up here on the let's see, come another one. Oh, you ain't the police. Why you riding down the shoulder? The hell? Anyway, so that was just dumb. That was just freaking fracking dumb. So I've always been puzzled by people that take that day so very lightly. When you get married and you just decide that this is the day you all are going to profess your love for each other, and you are going to take vows of commitment, it should be a day that should have some type of reverence about it. You understand what I'm saying? But I have did some weddings, y'all. And when I tell you all, and when I was a wedding photographer, I was very young. There's a picture that sits on my fireplace that I'll show you all. I think somebody asked me about it, and I never showed you all. You all see it in the background. I'm sitting at a wedding reception, And the other photographer her name was Linda, that I used to work with, she took a picture of me. I was very young, 25, 26 years old. And yeah, I started being a wedding photographer like 1995, 96, 97, 98, like 99. So maybe not 10 years, a couple of years. I believe the last wedding I did, I moved into this apartment in 2006. I was still a wedding photographer. So I do believe the last wedding that I did was in 2006. So I started in 95 because I was 25, 26 years old. Yeah, that was the last wedding that I did, was 2006, which was crazy. I did this wedding for this couple who were an interracial couple. She was black, he was white. His family owned Maytag. I'm sure you're familiar with Maytag appliances. And he was rich. But anyway, I did their wedding, photographed their wedding. The bride's mother was very ignorant. So I filmed the wedding. It was in Indiana. I filmed the wedding. I did the reception. What I didn't know was that they were having 2 receptions. Who the hell has 2 receptions? So the second reception, the daughter was she was an evangelist. And so all of her evangelist ladies and whatever, for her church, they wanted to, pray over her and all of this and all that. So I took pictures of the wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. Took pictures of the wedding, after the wedding party, and then I went around and I took pictures of all of the guests. Well, in the midst of me taking pictures of the guests, the wedding coordinator comes over to me and says, now we're doing reception number 2. Now that wasn't in the contract, okay? I said reception number 2 because I had contracts and everything. So y'all, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, but it was a different type of entrepreneur than being over on, YouTube and, So she asked me, she said, yeah. She said, we're getting ready to do wedding reception number 2. I said, well, I didn't know it was 2 wedding receptions. She said, yeah. So can you make sure that you get the pictures of them, praying over her, blase, blase, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, no problem. So that's what I did. I took pictures of them, praying over her, or doing all that, right? And so because I had to do that portion of it, I couldn't finish taking the pictures of all the guests, or as many guests as I could. So I took pictures of that. I actually stayed longer. They had me for 6 hours, 7 hours. I was there about 10. I didn't charge them any extra money. I was there all day long. And I got to went there before the wedding started, took pictures of her getting ready, took pictures of him and took pictures of her getting ready and her bridesmaids getting ready, and took pictures of the groom and the groomsmen and all of that. And I think at that time I was charging by the hour, like $25 an hour or something like that. So I was making like $700, $800, something like that. It wasn't a lot of money. Back then, it might have, to some people, it may have been considered a lot. But when you hire professional wedding photographer companies, you spend a lot of money. So I was cheap compared to what they would. And not only was I cheap, but I had good equipment. And not only did I have good equipment, come on, wake the fuck up. Not only did I have good equipment, but I also put a lot of time, into being with them all day. So anyway, after I had did all of that, it was time for me to go. Because I had been there longer than I had anticipated, and I didn't charge them a dime. So anyway, when the pictures came, when I got the pictures developed, they were beautiful. I would order these wedding books from this company, and I put the pictures all together, and that in itself takes time, putting the wedding album together, okay? The wedding album, all of that was included in their price. So I put the wedding album together. My mother was like, oh, these pictures are beautiful. She said, you did such a good job. And I was really, really proud of that particular wedding that I did. That was the last one I did. I may have did a few little weddings after that, but nothing extravagant as this wedding. Because this wedding was beautiful. Because like I said, they had moolah. So I wanted to drop the pictures off, and so her daughter called me and said, we moved. And I said, oh. She said, yeah, we moved. And she said, not only did we move, she said, but we moved out of state right after we got married, because wherever Maytag, wherever it is, that's where she moved to. She said, so I need to ask you a favor. She said, and I will send you a check. She said, I need to ask you if you can send me my wedding photo book. Can you mail it to me? He on that damn phone. That's why he couldn't drive, which I'm on my phone too, but I ain't holding it in my hand. So she said, can you mail it to me? So I said, sure. So she said, I'm gonna send you a money order to pay for that. I said, okay, no problem. So I went to the post office. I got a box. They had 2 wedding books. So they had a lot of pictures. I put the pictures in a wedding box, in a box. Everything. She didn't send me a money order until after I had spent my money shipping it, which I didn't know nothing. I didn't know about that. So, she called me when she got the pictures, and she loved them. And she was talking about how beautiful they were, and this, that, and the third. And, she was really happy. She was like, these pictures are beautiful. Oh my God, they are gorgeous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not only did she call me to thank me for the pictures, she then sent me another money order of a tip. It was like $100. So I felt really good. I was like, I'm so glad they liked their pictures, because I was really trying to do a good job. And, as I would do with all weddings, I would really, I would put my all into these weddings. But I was young. I had a lot of energy. It was a lot, you had to stand up on your feet. It's a lot to be in a wedding photographer. So, maybe a week or 2 went by, and I got a letter in the mail from her mama. her mother wrote this letter to me. And when I tell y'all, I didn't understand a goddamn thing her mama was talking about. Her mother sent some pictures or something that she said that I didn't do. She said, you didn't get all the yes and this, that, and the other. And I mean, she was going off. So she wrote a letter telling me how displeased she was, and so the girl who recommended me to her, I called her up and I said, you know, so-and-so mama is going off on me. And I read her the letter. I said, her letter don't even make sense. I said, she got all these, look, motherfucker, I can't go unless the traffic stop. Stupid ass. People kill me. They want you to go out here in the damn traffic and get hit. Fuck. You see the light is red, dumb. Anywho, so I called her up and I told her about it or whatever. He don't blow at me. How you gonna blow at me and we had a goddamn red light? The light ain't fucking green. Dumbass. People just, how am I supposed to turn and the traffic is going this way? I can't even see behind them cars. People are fucking idiots in this goddamn city. Anywho, pissing me off. So I called the girl and she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. I said, she going off on me, talking about I didn't do this, I didn't do that, or whatever. She said her mother is very, very ignorant. She said, we all go to church together. She said, but she ignorant. And she said her mother's been to jail. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. So she sends me this article that was in the paper out in Indiana where the mother had embezzled money from a company or something. I'm like, girl. She said, yeah, she ain't been to jail and this. I said, oh, hell no. I said, well, she talking about I didn't do this and I didn't do that and blah. She said, just ignore it. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to try to ignore it. I said, but she a little cray-cray. She said, yeah, she crazy. So, why you all the way over there in that lane? So she said, yeah, she crazy. She said her mother, she a little hood rat. I was like, oh, okay. So she writes me another letter. First of all, she didn't pay me. The daughter and the husband paid me, okay? She didn't pay me. So I just ignored the letters. Then she called. And I talked to her on the phone. And so I don't know how she got the number. I might have got it from my daughter or whatever. Then I called the daughter and I told the daughter that her mother was harassing me. And I said, I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't know you was having a second reception. I got as many pictures as I could. She was like, I love my pictures. I said, well, can you please tell your mama stop calling me? Okay? So I think she gave her mother the number to call me to apologize. She did call and apologize for the letters that she wrote, but she went on to telling me how unhappy she was with the pictures. I said, well, considering that it's not your wedding, it was not your wedding, it wasn't your wedding. It was your daughter's wedding. I said, your daughter said she's happy with the pictures. I said, so whatever you feel or you felt that I did not do, I said, I did what I did. I said, she got 2 wedding books full of pictures. I said, so I'm not understanding what your gripe and your complaint is, and it ain't your wedding. So she said, I know it's not my wedding, but I said, you didn't pay me a dime. I said, your daughter and your son-in-law paid me. Your daughter's the one who paid me. Well, I didn't like the pictures. I said, okay. I said, you called to apologize for harassing me, but now you on here still complaining. I said, you have a good day. And I hung up. And that was the last time I talked to her. And I think after that, I did a few more weddings, like I said. And that was it, you know. And I was like, I ain't doing no more weddings, because I had just got to the point where I was just tired of people, you know, people complaining. Like I said, I can tell you some stories. I can't tell you how many people, a pastor wrote me a check for the deposit. His check bounced. He didn't want to pay. Girl. All right, y'all. Let's go see if I can find a parking spot. Don't look like I'm going to get lucky today. I did get here a little bit later. Whew, Jesus. I need to start getting up earlier. Might have to park in the back. I don't know. Let's see. Is anything back here? Let's see. Probably can get up in there. Way back here. Just going to do. Oh well. Way back here. So yeah, so you know, she was going off on me and everything. So I think that was the last wedding. Like I said, I may have did some other little weddings, but I was tired. And the pastor who check bounced, child, he was a trip, honey. He was a trip. Don't lie and tell me that he had the money in the bank. Well, obviously you don't, because your damn check bounced. So after that taught me a lesson. I stopped taking people checks, and they had to pay me in cash or a money order. But honey, I could tell y'all some stories. If y'all want to hear some more stories about my photography days, I can tell you some stories. Yes, ma'am. So when the cell phones came into place, when everybody was getting cell phones, and you know, cell phones had video and the cameras, people were using their cell phones for, you know, to do photography. So it kind of like eliminated a lot of the people that were doing photography like myself, which I wasn't mad at it, because I was tired of doing it. And the lady who hired me to help her, she had been doing it for some years. I even went and bought me a professional camera, which I still have. And I keep saying that I want to buy me a camera to record my videos on, you know. And I do think I do believe I'm gonna buy me a camera. I just don't know what camera to buy. I don't know what's the best camera for filming videos and vlogging. So I gotta figure that out. So we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, you know, cameras are expensive. They're about 800 to 1,000. They up there. But I said I'm gonna buy me a professional camera, and I am. So yeah, those days, my photography days, they were something else. I mean, like I said, if y'all want to hear more stories, let me know, because I could tell you some stories. I had one couple that were getting married, and they had just had a baby, and the baby was a newborn baby, maybe like a month or so old, little baby, arm baby. The baby started crying, and she went, her mama was holding the baby, and she went and got the baby out the mama arm and pulled her wedding dress down and breastfed the baby, popped her titty out at the altar with the pastor. You should have seen the pastor's face. And breastfed. Sure enough, she did. Then I had another wedding that I did. We had did the whole wedding ceremony and everything. We walked out. We're just gonna take some pictures outside. We getting ready to go out to church. As they walking out, the feds arrested the groom, who was a drug dealer. Yep. That was interesting. Then I did a wedding with a girl. I told the girl, I said, me and the other lady told her, don't come down these winding stairs. She wanted to walk down. Why would you want to walk? I never understood why people want to come downstairs when they get married. You already nervous, and you coming down a flight of steps. Then she fall down them steps. Then she tumble down them steps. I told her. She tumbled. And the lady I was working with got all of it. They got it all on. Her brother was the video photographer. Brother videotaped it. The question that I have is that whenever we would go do these weddings, sometimes they would feed us and sometimes they wouldn't feed us. And so that was always a thing, like, are you supposed to feed the help? you know what I'm saying? Depending on who it was, they would. It's a light, you all, right here on these two buildings. And it's a glare. Sometimes they would and sometimes they wouldn't, But yeah. It was interesting. It was real interesting. So sometimes we would be there, we would be starving, because they were like, if they had a sit down dinner or whatever, they was like, no, we ain't feeding y'all, we ain't got y'all ain't in the, so we would be starving. So we started packing sandwiches, and we had a cooler in her van because we never knew if they was gonna let us eat or not. Sometimes we would stop and get Popeye's chicken, and we would all eat. It was like a crew of us. And when I I branched out on my own. It was just me doing it, But when I was with her, working with her and her brother, another guy she hired, because she had her own little, company or whatever. And I would be tired. We would have a wedding. Sometimes every Saturday I would have a wedding, and I would have two weddings. She would be at one wedding and I would be at the other. And then when that wedding ended, she would come help me, or vice versa. But like I said, I was young. And I just realized it's getting ready to rain, and I don't have an umbrella. I know exactly where my umbrella is. Damn it to hell. Damn. Oh well. Glad I got a hood. Cause yep, I see the rain hitting the window. Damn. So you guys, what time is it? Ooh, 6:59. Okay, I got to go. I got to go call this boy child of mine. Make sure he up. And go on in here and see where I'm going to be today. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great, blessed day. And I will see you guys back on here tomorrow, Thursday. Thursday is my Friday. Did I tell y'all it's our Friday? I know y'all like, damn girl, don't say it again. I'm off again. I'm off on Friday. Yes. All right, y'all. All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye. And let me know if you want to hear more wedding stories when I was a photographer. Okay, bye. Have a good day.